Why is Muhammad such an easy target for us? According to me, it's because Muhammad was the most obvious false prophet in history. According to Robert, it's because the people inventing Muhammad for their new religion made him sound like the most obvious false prophet in history, when they could have made him sound like absolutely anything they wanted. The most reliable, most trustworthy, most miraculous person who've ever walked the planet. Instead, they come up with a guy who thought he was demon-possessed, repeatedly tried to commit suicide, delivered revelations from Satan, was a victim of a magic spell, delivered false prophecies, accepted a meal prepared by a woman whose family had just slaughtered, dying like a rat, and being completely exposed as a false prophet. Just doesn't make sense. When we look at the Muslim sources, we learn that the prophet married more women and girls than his own revelations allowed, married the wife of his own adopted son after causing the divorce by lusting after her, loved sucking on the tongues of little boys, was constantly covered in semen, and left us with a pretty good idea of where that semen came from, and he died in exactly the way the Quran said he would die if he was a false prophet. That's what they came up with. A Jewish woman offers to cook Muhammad a meal, even though he just slaughtered her entire family. There are about 8 billion people in the world. You could ask all 8 billion people, if you just slaughtered a woman's entire family and she says, hey, I'd like to cook dinner for you, is that a good idea to accept that offer? 8 billion out of 8 billion people will say that is the dumbest idea ever. Do not do that. Muhammad is the one exception in all of history who thought, gee, this is a great plan. The poison ate away at Muhammad's internal organs, and he died in horrible agony. Because look at what Muhammad said when he was dying. I continued to feel pain from the morsel which I had eaten at Khaybar. This is the time when it has cut off my aorta. Why is that a strange detail to invent if you're making up stories about Muhammad? Because according to the Quran, that's exactly how Muhammad was told he would die if he was a false prophet.